Hey guys, and welcome in this very special episode where I give you, I think, the cherry on top, which is the mother of all laptops right now if you're considering to future-proof yourself as much as possible. Hey guys, and very good welcome in this first part of the series of the Zephyrus G16 laptop. It is an absolute behemoth, and this is a very in-depth review that can't be covered into only one video. So this is the first part. If you want to know more, feel free guys to actually check out the chapter bar along the video to see the things that you are most interested in. Yes, let's talk about this ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16, a 2024 model with the Ryzen AI 9 HX370 APU at its core. I know AMD, it's a horrible naming scheme, come on. This machine means business. Whenever you're gaming, editing video, or just multitasking, you can do that like a pro, and this laptop has definitely got your back. Oh, and let's not forget the NVIDIA RTX 4070 GPU inside this beast. Yeah, and the absolutely stunning 2.5K OLED display. It's like having a desktop on your lap without, of course, having the back pain thanks to the portability. Throw in some AI enhancement features in there to future-proof yourself, and you got yourself a laptop ready for whatever wild tech-infused future that awaits you. This 2024 ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16 definitely carries the Zephyrus banner forward with style. It's like ASUS took a look at its previous models and said, okay, let's make it even better. And the results? Well, a premium unibody metal chassis that's both tough and stylish. The CNC machined aluminum deck makes this thing feels rock solid, but it still remains lightweight. Even the underbelly, though made with a thinner metal, stays solid without any of those annoying flexing or creaking. This baby is definitely built to last. Let's talk about ergonomics first because, well, this has a spacious armrest, blunt edges, and grippy rubber feet, so it stays put during those late-night coffee-fueled gaming sessions. The status LEDs have been cleverly relocated on the back of the laptop, which is great because no one needs a distracting light show straight in their face while trying to focus. Now, there is some talk about this hinge on this puppy. It opens up only to 130 degrees, which is plenty for most setups, but if you're someone who likes to use this laptop on your own lap or in the bed, well, you might find it to be, a bit limited in screen angle times, or just tad restrictive at best. But there is a trade-off. The limited angle helps keep your laptop cool by directing all that hot air away from the display. It's ASUS playing the long game, saving your screen and your thighs from a heat wave. Oh, and for the RGB fans out there, well, that flashing light, a diagonal light bar on the lid, adds a bit of flair with its 7 customizable LEDs. For some it might be cool, but for others it might be a little bit too much. Either way, this is a design feature and definitely one of its talking points. Inside, the 16-inch display, center keyboard, and a large glass touchpad forms a minimalist, functional interior that just screams, "Use me more." Whenever you're just docking multiple monitors, transferring files at light speed, or just powering up your peripherals, this laptop has the ports to keep up with your needs. Like, of course, it should. On the left side, it's like a Swiss Army knife of ports, so let's just go through them. So, checking out the left-hand side of the laptop right here, of course, you get your proprietary 200 watts power brick from ASUS, so that's gonna give you lots of juice for whatever you want to just purely game on this laptop. Albeit, of course, it's going to be quite loud, but if you want to get the true performance out of this laptop, then definitely this is the way to go, with a huge massive power brick that ASUS was kind enough to provide. And as you can see, 200 watts right there. Massive guy, but definitely a must. Otherwise, of course, moving on, you can have yourself an HDMI 2.1 port right there. So right next to this HDMI connector right here, of course, you have this USB Type-C. This is a USB 4 Type-C that supports DisplayPort 1.4 and also Power Delivery 3.0. So yes, definitely you can use that guy for something to charge your laptop. It's only going to take about 5 amps of power in there, but that's definitely something than nothing. And also it has a high throughput of 40 gigabits per second. So in case you want to transfer something really fast out of this laptop or into the laptop, then well, definitely that's one entry point which you should use. Right next to that, you got yourself a dinosaur by now standard USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A. Yeah, I'm kidding, it's not a dinosaur, but definitely it is older tech compared to this that you can definitely use with older peripherals, like maybe, I don't know, a mouse that's a wired version of that, or maybe a wired keyboard. But yeah, you can use that with that if you want to. And also, of course, you have the, well, mighty audio jack, mic in, and headphone that you can definitely use for all of you audiophiles out there. On this other side, of course, you have your SD reader right there. That's the 7.0 SD reader. And of course, another ancient dinosaur, as I would like to call it, a 10 gigabits throughput USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port right there. And of course, well, this guy is accompanied by its evil twin right here. This USB Type C port that it's actually a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C supports as well. DisplayPort 1.4 and another delivery power 3.0 with another 5 amps. And of course, the aforementioned 40 gigabytes of transfer for files. And of course, on the outside, well, things look quite pretty, except the stickers. They're a bit crooked, but anyway, OCD aside, I absolutely love the trackpad. It looks absolutely amazing. You have two nice grilled speakers right here, and another one, of course, right here. And there are some woofers or something that kind, one here and one here. They're both downwards firing woofers or speakers, I could say. And as you can see, there is some grill here on the underside, right there and right there. Anyway, this guy has a total of 6 speakers throughout. It sounds absolutely ridiculously good for a laptop nonetheless. And I really love that deep bass that it comes with, and also the crisp mids and highs. Yeah, for audiophiles right there, this is not going to work, but definitely this is working maybe better than 99% of the laptops on the market right now. It really sounds amazing, and it really goes up high in volume without any sort of distortion. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, also supports, of course, Dolby Atmos. Yes, we can take a listen. The lid, yeah, I like the sturdiness of the lid. As you can see, the lid, well, it's you know, it works. It's quite sturdy. It doesn't flex all that much, although it is quite thin. It only goes 130 degrees on its back, so that's why people complain, because if you can see, if I push on it, then yes, this is as much as it would go. But it definitely, you know, this definitely comes with a design in mind, because they want to keep the heat away from the screen and away from going on the backside there onto your lap, if you keep it on the lap, because, well, it's a laptop. So definitely ASUS was thinking about this when implementing this design, I would say, feature. So anyway, it is what it is. I like it. I don't have any sort of beef with it, and it definitely feels premium in hands, because, well, this metal body really does it a fair justice, I would say. Now this, well, this can be, you know, hit and miss with many people. You might like it, you might not like it. You can definitely customize this with the Armoury Crate software that it comes with. Once again, people might like Armoury Crate, some other people might hate Armoury Crate. But I think once you get the gist of Armory Crate right here, you can definitely go into the settings and do quite a bit of finagling around with it. From the keyboard and the RGB on the keyboard through the power modes right here. If you want to be going on turbo, this is only available when you hook up to power, so I understand the reasoning behind it. And if you just want to use it performance wise like this, which is a bit limited because you're not hooked up to power, or maybe just you want to just browse the internet silently or play some games silently in the middle of the night without waking up the house, well, all of it right here accessible in Armory Crate with alongside all the other bells and whistles and features that Armory Crate provides you. This is not going to be a tutorial on how to use Armory Crate. Also, one very nice feature of this guy with Armory Crate, of course, is, well, the way it uses its GPU. So you can go with Ultimate here, that definitely enables your 4060 to run all the time, or maybe you can just go with Standard or Eco mode. Once you go down on any of these paths, then definitely you have to restart the computer because, well, it's going to decouple itself from the 4060 and only run on its APU, which is not a bad thing if you're just planning to browse the internet and maybe just do some visual editing or, I don't know, video editing or stuff like that, that maybe isn't as task intensive as just, you know, putting out all the stops and just going for pure gaming. Yes, so overall, I really love the feel, the premium feel, the sturdy build, and definitely all the performance that this laptop offers. And I think for the price point, if you are, you know, willing to cough up that much money, you should be getting a I would say premium experience, which you are definitely getting with this guy right here. And it definitely feels like it can handle the future, at least for the upcoming future, maybe a few years down the road. We'll have to wait what NVIDIA launches with the 50 series graphics cards and what's in store next for this AI generation or trend moving forward. Because, well, definitely my cat agrees with me on this one. Things might just evolve quite fast. If you like this little guy, maybe subscribe, hit that like button, and, well, yeah. Alright, move your ass. Guys, thank you so very much for choosing to watch today's episode. You're absolutely amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. And don't forget, this was only the first part of the series. And, well, you can check up here the second part for this video where I have a more in-depth review of this laptop, which is definitely a king for 2024, at least in my head. Leave all your thoughts and comments down in the box below. I always do my best to catch each and every one of you guys. Stay awesome, and until the next one, see you next time.